What's going on, everybody? This is Jesse Carter over at the Pro Wrestling Shoot. The Pro Wrestling Shoot is a podcast that can be found on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Spotify. Every single Wednesday before AEW Dynamite, we dive into some of your favorite current-day wrestling, as well as some old-school stuff. We can also be found over on YouTube and Twitch, where we post exclusive video, whether it be content for video games, or wrestling news, or short clips, or even live streams. Come check us out and subscribe to the Pro Wrestling Shoot over on YouTube and Twitch. And if you want to find us on our social medias, it's at the Pro Wrestling Shoot on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, and TikTok, and over on Twitter at TPWS Podcast. The Pro Wrestling Shoot is not only just a podcast, we are also an independent company when it comes to audio engineering and graphics designs, as well as voiceovers. So come and follow us over on our social medias and check us out every single Wednesday over on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Spotify.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson, and you're listening to Everything Pro Wrestling.
Folks, welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans, for the fans. I'm your host, Conrad Cushman. No Derek tonight. You can publicly shame him in the chat. He was feeling a little tired. So no go for Derek. He felt like he wouldn't be useful. But we are here. We are going to cover everything going on before we get to the big show of Forbidden Door. Forbidden Door is coming up this Sunday, June 25th. I will be there at the arena, so there will be no pay-per-view review from us on Everything Pro Wrestling because we're going to be there. And I'm pretty sure we'll probably be out pretty late. And, you know, I don't want to keep people up trying to do a review show at midnight. So we're going to hold off on that. I'll probably talk about my experience and stuff on Clash of the Podcast if Sean is willing to let that happen. That'll be live on Monday at 6:05. So make sure you guys are in the building showing some love to us. But before we get into that, we're going to drop this intro and let's get into this AEW Dynamite review. Let's go.
Everything pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people. The best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin. The opinion and the lesson. Yes, everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you.
All right. We got ourselves Forbidden Door. Definitely one of the most anticipated pay-per-views for people who are fans of New Japan Pro Wrestling and AEW. Get to see some different types of matchups going on. This is the one time where you may get to see Orange Cassidy versus last year we had Will Ospreay. Great match. A lot of people bragged about the show. Loved that show. This is the time of year for it. It's perfect. We enjoy it. We love it. So I know a lot of people will be out there saying, well, what does this do for the casual fan? I've never heard anybody who watches like NFL, NBA ever talk about what does this do for the casual fan? Either you're a fan or you're not. You know what I mean? So, and I get there's levels to it, but come on. All right. We're going to get into this Dynamite show. There's a lot for it tonight. Sir Quills, first one in the house. He said, Sir Quills is here again to enjoy another AEW Dynamite review. What's going on, Conrad and Derek? No Derek tonight. Let's get into it. Dynamite tonight was pretty mediocre at best, and the ending of the show was trying to get that shock value interest, but could have been done better and didn't land that hard. I don't think it was done to get shock value at all, Quills. Everybody knew. Every time there's an Okada match, this is exactly what they do. They're going to call him out, and then when the coin Okada comes out, people are like, yes, he's here. They know what they're doing. They're getting the pop for it. Terrell, I missed the first half of AEW. My mom said CM Punk was on the show, but my sister said she missed that part. Was he on the show, or was that my mom mistaken? Oh, no, Punk showed up. We'll get into that momentarily. He was at the beginning of the show. Matt Lopez says, good evening, all. What's up, Matt? Bryan Danielson versus Kazuchika Okada, the main event. Well, we've heard that it's going to be, I heard also Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega. I don't know if it's decided or what. And yeah, Conrad, get your CM, you know what, off my television. Oh yeah, my sister said that Sting had an announcement for AEW this Saturday. I told my sister it's Goldberg. Nah, fam, it ain't Goldberg. Can't be. It's got to be someone from New Japan, I'm guessing. Somebody warned Will Ospreay about Don. You don't want to know if you owe him. He was out here promising him the Truth Commission, I thought, tonight, right? Right? I'm sure Ospreay knows. Hey, everyone. What's up, Deanna? Welcome. Willow for AEW Women's World Champion. You ain't wrong about that. Positively, like Deanna said, he knows. You saw his face. He knows. Deanna, you mentioned to pray for your family last week. Is your family okay? I hope everything is good, Deanna, your way. Jocelyn says, Rainmaker. I love it. I love it. I love it. Evening, everyone. What is good, Jocelyn? What is good? Hubbard Wrestling Weekly. Sean Hubbard, Clash of the Podcast co-host every single Monday live at 6:05. Good evening, Conrad and Derek. Look at all the love you're missing, Derek. All Elite Wrestling continues to put forth the effort to at least try and give us fans something they can be excited about. Let's continue to support the brand so it thrives. Sounds like ticket sales are up too for these collision shows. They had a recent surge in ticket sales, so good for them. Eric Douglas, 2 things. 1, the sell of that Twist of Fate by Austin, and I think the sell of the Rainmaker. Y2 no... Wait, what? Not sure what you mean there, Eric. Not sure what you mean. Conrad and Derek are in for a fun show on Sunday. For sure. We're going to have everybody in there. What I mean tonight was mediocre show was I meant the results wise. This is mainly a heel night, and everyone who knows me knows I'm not a fan of heel nights. Kojima, y'all motherfuckers better throw up that bread club. Yes. Deanna, much thoughts and prayers for your family too. I saw your message up there before. Club Lariat to Punk, Bread Club Lariat. So we had Punk and the Bucks in the same building. Interesting. I think that they pre-taped that, Deanna, from what I was understanding. Sick. What's good, Sick? Punk was running to that ring a little too fast. Must have had them ankles reinforced with some gorilla tape or something. Y'all just want the man to get hurt. You want him to get hurt. You can't do that. All right? We can't have that. But you know what we can have? Well, always got some time for that for you guys. The quality of wrestling, of course, was good, especially the tag team match with Cassidy, Shibata, Sabre, and Garcia until that suspect finish. Old man CM Punk, me and my family call him. Come on now. You know Punk was doing the Kevin Durant dance to warm them ankles up before he ran out tonight. Starting in black folk time, I see. No. I had to hold up for Derek, and then I had to take care of something really quick. Did you just say Big Show? Well, never gets old around here. Shame. Just kidding. Feel better, Derek. Derek's not sick. Derek's tired. So shame counts. It counts tonight. Dude, I get it. I fell in the middle of Dynamite. Fell asleep? I'm so exhausted. Hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you enjoy Forbidden Door, brother. Appreciate that, BJ. Appreciate that. Got some good basketball talk going in here. Casual fans of a niche sport, get over yourselves. Who cares? Kyra, tell Derek I had a good steak, egg, and cheese bagel for him the other day. Should have sent a pic, Deanna. Got to tag us in those when those pop up. Kurgan's going to make an appearance. The Truth Commission, they could do something like that if they wanted to, truthfully. T pulling a Bobby Heenan when Punk came out. My monitor went out. Let me see here. BJ knows. Well, see, I was just playing. You had to go too far. Keep Paul White off my television. See, you went too far to me, right? Me and Derek are at the bar. What are you talking about? Ban this man, someone. See, this is slanderous when people are lying on me. All right? I got proof. I will go live on this phone to prove that you two are lying. Cut it out. The ageism is gross. Y'all had the same energy for Punk and Suzuki. Y'all got the same energy for Danielson, Cole, and Shibata. No, I ain't bringing it up, E. I ain't bringing it up tonight. Punk's back. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Hashtag deal with it, on my Batista tip. Let's get into this show, shall we? We had a nice lineup here tonight. This was the card for AEW Dynamite tonight. I did not add in the new pieces. Oh, yes, I did. Here, Tony Khan always got me scrambling at the last minute. So this is the thumbnail for you guys. These were all the matches that we had. So if you're in the chat too, don't forget to hit like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. But these are all the matchups that we had for this evening. And we found out a lot of other things that are going to be happening in the upcoming weeks. With Forbidden Door, I always feel like this show has a lot being thrown at it, if that makes any type of sense. Like a lot of stuff is happening all at once during this. So you got Forbidden Door. Now we've got the Owen Hart Cup stuff. You got a tag team tournament happening. You got the women's part of the tournament happening. Then you got New Japan stuff mixed in with AEW stuff. And you're trying to make sense of everything that's going on. It's a lot. But as wrestling fans, if you know, you know. But if you don't, I can see how it could be confusing to someone who doesn't pay attention to everything else that's going on in the world of pro wrestling. I get it. So we had a battle of the brother tag teams. It is the Hardys versus the Guns. Now, I just got word before from Rob. Rob told me that looks like Jeff Hardy's going to be on vacation here for a little bit. He is going to be not able to compete at the shows in Canada due to past records. So this was their match right here to go up against the Guns. Cheap shot from the Guns gave them an advantage early on. Austin got caught with a weird twist of fate by Matt Hardy. Someone in the chat had mentioned it before. I believe Eric did. And he didn't do like the fall. Like he didn't take the bump on his stomach. He kind of just bent down like it was a stunner and then like flew back. Jeff Hardy got in the ring. He did a double yam bag leg drop on Taz's Words Not Mine on the Guns. Jeff Hardy is going for some moves, man. He's trying to get it done. He's going up to the top. He's like, here we go, Swanton. Oh, Juice comes up and distracts the ref. Jay White pushes Jeff Hardy off. He gets caught with that 310 Tuyama. Done. They hit that cutter. 1, 2, 3. The Guns pick up a much-needed victory over the Hardys here. How are you guys feeling about the Guns? They are a former tag team who were tag team champions. So, I don't know. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Classic CJ. I'm just saying. Smoking a pancake. See, he knew he was lying, y'all. Sponsored me, water companies. Right? The match was dope. I think this was really good. I thought the Guns have shown how much they've improved from the dark days. If you guys were watching AEW Dark. Sold that move like Vince. Original Biggie on Twitch was good. Obi-Wan. What is going on, man? Guns are growing on me, Matt says. See? They are a really good team, even if I don't like them. Gotta give respect, man, when people are doing their things. Right? Now, if you hear little breaks in this, I gotta drink water, man. It has not been the best for me for best of nights for everything. So, coming up from this, we get ourselves into some differences here. So they put a post-match beatdown on the Hardys, as they should. And out comes some people to make the save. First, Ricky Starks comes out. Then you get FTR coming out. And then to no music at all, CM Punk runs out. He just comes out. They start brawling, beefing. Punk's about to hit the GTS on Juice. Juice scrams. He gets out of the ring. And CM Punk says, we're going to kick your asses on Collision. And it looks like they made a match for CM Punk, FTR, and Ricky Starks versus... Are the Guns officially in Bullet Club Gold? I think you got to wait till you get the shirt ceremony, right? They haven't been walking out with them yet. But it looks like Bullet Club Gold's going to get a few new members soon here with the Gun Club. So let's do it. Looks like that'll be a good 8-man tag coming up for Collision this week. The Hardys versus the Ass Boys was a pretty average match. Was a trash finish due to the interference from the Bullet Club Gold, helping the Ass Boys get the W. Post-match was a good angle with FTR and Punk. Yeah. Guns need to join Bullet Club for sure. I forgot about Ricky Starks. Ricky was there. I'm telling you. I don't think they are officially Bullet Club Gold yet. They got to put them in, man. And it feels weird. Jay White's not going to be on this Forbidden Door show. You got to get something for Jay White to do. I feel like we're getting some more matches announced for Forbidden Door on Collision. Everything Punk doing that Cornette cookbook, a run out with no music. It makes sense, though. Why would you hit music before? It's one of those weird wrestling things, though, you know? Like, that's what wrestlers do. They just come out, make it happen. CM Punk CM Punk's promo I thought was really good. It's good that he's back. If you guys didn't check out the Collision review, me and BJ did one. It's up. I'm over the Punk stuff. He got his little counterfeit Bucks line in. They want to work with him. It's there. If they don't, hey, that's on them too. All right. So I'm done with it. I hope people move on from it. I saw people saying some pretty nasty things about CM Punk, not concerning that, but concerning other things like signs he held up at the show. Freaking ridiculous some of the stuff that they were doing at this point with him. Like, I don't know. I'm just over people just hating on the dude. The dude's back. There ain't nothing you can do about it. If you want to support AEW, you got to support Punk. And that goes for people like me as well, Punk fans. You want to support AEW because you want to see this place stick around. Maybe it's in your best interest to try to give a chance to Kenny Omega, Hangman, the Bucks. That's just my personal belief on it. I know Derek could probably be on here and he'd be like, nah, forget that. But I'm just keeping it honest with you guys. You got to try to, like, if you want AEW to succeed, the division within is doing nothing but causing an AEW fan civil war, and it's stupid. Honestly. I'm a Collision guy. I'm not supposed to be here. I love it. Punk never fails to let us down with a smart remark. Conrad, good point about Jay White not being on Forbidden Door after defending the IWGP World Championship last year's show. That's crazy. I still think he'll be on there. I'm a hater. Can't help it. You gotta help it. Or at least make sure you're hating on both sides, like those some of those other fans that do that as well. Moving on to the next match tonight, we had ourselves a nice old-fashioned concession stand brawl. When Jeff Jarrett's on the screen, I think Memphis. Mark Briscoe, a face that is well-loved for his family. Mark Briscoe is that boy. And I knew in this that Mustard was going to be involved. Why? Can't have a concession stand brawl without Mustard being involved. This one was exactly like I said. It was crazy. People were getting hit with popcorn, tables, paper plates. Water was being thrown in people's eyes. Karen Jarrett's interfering. This had all the gaga and whatever else you wanted. Papa Briscoe sitting by the ringside table area. He got involved. He started choke slamming Jay Lethal and beating people up until Karen Jarrett hit Papa Briscoe with a low blow. And it got out of hand from this. Sanjay Dutt's out there interfering. Papa Briscoe, Karen, we mentioned. The best friends, Lucha Bro and Christopher Daniels, comes out to even the odds because Jarrett had his whole crew out there. A super kick from Pentagon led to a roll-up by Mark Briscoe in the arena, and he gets the win over Jeff Jarrett. They do it once again. This is how they get down here, all right? Papa Briscoe is a legend. He was putting a beat down on them. That was it, man. That was it. I don't know if that's the end of this feud. I don't know where we're going with this whole. We've been seeing a lot of Papa Briscoe, Karen Jarrett. Like, there's been a lot of gaga to this. And I'm like, what's the blow-off match? Is it Lethal and Mark? Is this still Mark Briscoe's journey to the Ring of Honor Television Championship? If somebody has an idea of it, please let me know. Going back to the comments in the chat, because we are by the fans for the fans. So, Positively E says Punk can't support the LGBTQ plus youth, can't support women's reproductive rights. Well, all right, listen, I don't want to get into any of this because people ready to beef over this stuff. So I'm gonna take that off. But yeah, that was what the issues were over, though, where people were saying some really disgusting comments, and I won't even repeat them because it's slander and it's stupid shit. That stupid ass t-shirt being shown online. Yeah, I agree, Matt. I agree. Positively E said Christian AF. Mark Briscoe and Jarrett I missed also. I was still on my way home. Yeah, if you like matches with all that like foolishness in it, you'll like this one. The hot dogs. Yes, Jeff Jarrett, the Glizzy King now, right? The Glizzy King of Memphis. I was glad to see Papa Briscoe. Papa Big Smoke, Tokyo the Menace was good, bro. This match was all over the place, and I enjoyed it all. When I see Jeff Jarrett, I think all those broken guitars never drew a dime. Terrible. They actually just had a special about that family on Dark Side of the Ring, I think 2 weeks ago now. But WCW wrestling, TNA, my world. Papa Briscoe got that cul-de-sac hairline. Why you keep saying this? Grill Master, hilarious. Great brawl. This is some classic TNA booking. Love to see it. I said the same thing tonight. When Jarrett's got to put his hands up on them garbage can shots too. I'm like, bro, can't be getting popped like that, man. I hope that's safe, but I don't know. He knows better than me. The match was entertaining, and I enjoyed it, especially with Papa Briscoe getting his licks in. Lucha Bros best friends and Christopher Daniels helping out Mark Briscoe to get the W. Good stuff. But now, Quills asked the same question I did. Where's the end game with this, right? Chad in the house. What up, Chad? Appreciate you. We have flying wieners. We did. I'm going to bring it up for anyone who has it. From the Truth Commission to Red Shirt Security. How Team TNA 2006 get beat by Team ROH, essentially. Terrible. Nathan's, or I don't even know what that other brand is. I've heard of Nathan's Hot Dogs, Ballpark, Oscar Mayer, but around here, where I'm from, it's all about the Salins. Salins is the best one. People want them when they leave this area. That's the hot dog brand they always want when they come back. Where was Goldilocks to pop Karen? Who needed an end? This is amazing. No, I'm just wondering where they're going with this feud, because it seems like Mark Briscoe has an AEW feud, but on Ring of Honor, is he still chasing the television title? Because that's how people have made it sound to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm incorrect with that, but it's interesting. Listen, I want to see what happens with the Briscoes and all of this. Jarrett and Lethal need a win really bad too, I think now. We're at the point to where I'm like, you got to give them some of their heat back. Mine is either Ballpark Franks or Nathan's Hot Dogs. Jeff Jarrett, ROH champion. They could do that if they wanted to. Is Derek eating them steak, egg, and cheese bagels? Not yet, Chad, but soon. Soon. Hebrew Nationals. Hey, ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with a good old glizzy once in a while. Don't let anybody shame you. You eat your hot dog and enjoy it. So backstage, we get a BCC promo. Those menaces were backstage, but they were joined by Don Callis and Konosuke Takeshita. And they make a challenge saying, let's have a 5-on-5 match at the show. Moxley, Claudio, Yuta, and Konosuke. They need a fifth. Moxley's got his young boy in Japan, Shota Umino. So he will be joining as the fifth member of the team. So still hope for blood and guts. Then following up with that, we got a CM Punk Collision recap. As I had mentioned before, CM Punk was on Collision. He cut a great promo to open up the show, and he was also in the main event. We also got a banger of a match with Andrade versus Buddy. He was called Buddy Murphy when he came out, but Buddy Matthews. Miro made his return. It was a good show overall. We got a great tag win. Sky Blue got a big victory in her area, so good for her. Like I said, really good stuff. I am happy with what they gave us for Collision. If we can keep up that energy, they will keep moving tickets to some of these places. Don't forget July 8th, Regina. It's going to be happening. It's going to be going down there. They're going to be in Toronto at the same arena where we're going to have Forbidden Door. So if you guys have it, make sure you go out there. You get yourself some tickets. It's going to be a good time. All right. If I wasn't, I'm going to a wedding during this time, I'm assuming, because of the day that it's set up for. Don't even really know the time right now. Gotta find my invitation for it. But I'm assuming I can't go to this, but I will be going to Forbidden Door the next day. So make sure you guys are showing some love to Collision if you're enjoying the show, man. If you're enjoying it, do it. Grill Master said Nathan's is trash. His name is Grill Master. Marcus still chases Samoa Joe, but Joe is in a feud with ZSJ. I saw that. That's what I'm saying. T, is Kid Romeo available? Does Kid Romeo still wrestle? People talking crazy in the chat about some glizzies. I will always look forward to promos from John Moxley and Bryan Danielson. A lot of people loved it. Danielson even had some lines for Okada in this. Put the glizzies in one bun if you really about that life. You think Shooter takes the pin and Mox turns on Shooter? No. I don't see that happening. Let's see here. Oh, he put 3 glizzies in a bun, consuming glizzies in Regina. Enjoy, my friend. If that's what you do, if that's what you like, enjoy it. That's all I can tell people. Getting into our next match, trios match once again. I know Derek was very happy with this. You got Kris Jericho, Sammy Guevara, Spanish God, and Minoru Suzuki versus Action Andretti, Darius Martin, and AR Fox. Now, normally Jericho, Sammy, they are called the Sex Gods, but when this is a trios, they are the Suzuki Gods. I dig it. Now, they're coming into this undefeated for this match. This match was exactly what you expected. The baby faces are going to hit high offense. The heels are no selling except for Sammy. Sammy is the cutoff man hitting his high offense. It was fun, man. AR Fox is so good. Like, when I saw this, I felt like those 3 on the other side are the underrated guys. Like, they deserve something more, and I hope in Ring of Honor they get it, because this is a really good trios team here. You got your no selling by Suzuki. You had to. Look at that dude. There's a picture of him floating around, and I don't know if it's really him, but it was definitely him at like 3 years old. The man looked like he was going to beat you down then. Never trust a little 3-year-old kid who looks like they are going to beat you down now. You can't. He said 1 bun. This match was fun. I like it. Keep the glizzies out of my area. Sailins for life. Darius Martin did a great job tonight, right? Murder Grandpa was in rare form. Who's Suzuki Barber? I don't know. If Suzuki's doing that himself, man, he's got a side gig for life. That joint is crisp. In this, they were doing such a great job. Such a great job. They do a great move. They're climbing up. Darius is feeling himself. He's flying around. He's making the jumps happen. And then Darius Martin eventually goes up to the top, tries to fly off, hits the flying nothing. Jericho grabs his feet, puts him in the lion tamer. When you see him drop to that 1 knee in that WCW NWO revenge move, done. You're done. Because if Jericho's got to bend down on 1 knee, you're tapping. He had him. He had no choice but to tap out. That makes the Suzuki Gods undefeated. They're going into this. And post-match, they challenged Sting and Darby to find a partner on their own to challenge them at Forbidden Door. Okay. That's the move they're making. Out come Sting and Darby. Sting is in like full Joker Sting, just grabbing people, laughing. Realtor Steve is not there. It is definitely Joker Sting. He is out there having a good time. And Darby says, you're going to find out who our partner is on Collision. And everybody's like, boo, what is this? So we're going to find out who's teaming with them. I can see it being Hiromu. Who do you guys think will end up teaming with Sting and Darby? Put it in the chat. We're going back to the chat right now. He looked like a boss baby as a kid. Yo, if I can find the picture sick, I will put it in the chat. I have to find this picture again. I don't know who even posted it, but I was like, is that Minoru Suzuki? And I was like, yo, why does he look the same? I was like, he should not look like that as a kid. Lucas Thomas, what's good? What's up, Conrad? How you feeling about CM Punk recruiting Ricky Starks to do his faction? I'd like to see Brian Pillman Jr. also. I don't think Punk's recruiting him. I think Punk is teaming with him. This will get Ricky more star power. I don't think Ricky needs to be in a faction right now. That guy has charisma oozing. He needs to get on TV. He needs to get some big W's, and I think this is a great way to do it and associate him with some folks that'll protect him and make sure he's getting those wins. Brian Pillman Jr. is someone who I miss on TV. I think Ring of Honor is the best spot for him right now, but I wouldn't mind seeing Pillman Jr. make some moves happen. Quill said this trios match was actually good. I expected Jericho, Guevara, Suzuki to win. Even though Fox, Martin, and Andretti did have some nice spots, Dante should never face up to Suzuki again, LOL. Hey, Jacoby Peter, what's good? Thank you. Get some idea, guys, who Sting could get as a third member. I'm going. Jericho is a lion tamer. It's over. Walls of Jericho is lion tamer light for real. It's just a sad Boston Crab to me. Liger, no, Liger ain't coming. If Liger comes out of retirement, you better call to check on me while I'm at that show. All right. If Liger comes out, you better call to check on me. Someone said Goldberg. No, why everyone keep saying Goldberg? You and Terrell Jacoby. He's retired. DM'd you a pic, I think. Oh lordy. Is this the Suzuki as a kid? Yes, sick. I'm about to send you this picture into the XG Dub group chat, bro. I put that in there just for you, bro. Yo, that picture, unbelievable. Oh, Shingo would be good. Shingo would be real good. If Muda comes back, bro, I don't trust this man. He about to become Noah World Champion again. I don't trust this. Someone said Sabu would love to see Shingo in a single like Punk and Shingo. Yeah, he's very valuable. I feel like Shingo could be in a match with a bunch of people and it'll crush. No Sabu, man. Nah, I'm done. After I saw how he left off that rope, let Sabu chill. Ricky going to betray Punk. Didn't Punk say he didn't want to work with these kids? Yeah, swerve him, Ricky. Ricky ain't swerving him. Ricky Starks likes Punk because Punk's one of the people who were defending like Ricky should be on TV more. Him, Powerhouse Hobbs. Listen, it's just different philosophies and styles. The Bucks have their own, and Punk's crew, they're all part of that. So that's not happening, I don't think. Conrad, is Punk teasing Danhausen with him when he comes back with the t-shirt? No, they're just friends. That's some kayfabe stuff. They like to, he calls them Pepsi Phil and all that stuff all the time. Man, chill out, Tokyo. Chill out in the chat there. Guerrera, Juventud? Could be interesting. Original Biggie said, believe the hype. Maybe RVD. You guys got to stick. I think we stick with New Japan on the prediction for it. What about Naito? Naito is another one. I would love to see like Naito go up against like Andrade. I think that would be really good. I'm sticking with Hiromu. Is mine. Old my baloney has a second name. Looking ass boy. What is this pick? That's Suzuki as a kid, bro. I wish I had it, man. Let me see. If I can. I don't know if I'll have a chance to pull it up. I don't know if I can share it on here. Let me see. If you guys hear any of the Facebook noises, I apologize, but I just have to pull this up just because this is Suzuki, bruh. I gotta show you this. Hold on. I got it. I hope my screen doesn't start shaking here. I know. Share the screen. Here is a picture of Minoru Suzuki as a child. I want you to take a deep look into. He looks like a grown man. I got no words for that. No words. That's what they do. That's what they do here. Oh my goodness. Thank you, E, for sending me that, man. I think Naito is doing a tour of CMLL starting this weekend. Naito's technically a free agent for those who don't know. That got announced a little like after the Noah shows and the Muda retirements and stuff. Naito was announced as a free agent, probably wanted to just move around here a little bit and do some different things. So you might end up still seeing Naito in AEW at another time. He looks like the cat from Fantasy Islands. Yo, chill. Naito can fly to Canada, no problem. The plane. What up, Dustin? Appreciate you, fam. Appreciate you coming in here. Really good stuff here. So, Tag Team Eliminator Tournament. We were all wondering, what is this? What are they doing with this? So, it's a blind eliminator tournament, which is a nice term for lethal lottery if you're a WCW fan. So they are going to randomly put people together backstage. We see Tony Schiavone and our favorite wrestling on, RJ City. He's just sitting there chilling. If you don't watch Hey EW, it is the best way to wake up from your weekend on Sundays. Always watch Hey EW when I first get up. One of the first things I do. Hilarious. RJ is really good. It's basically like a show to get the wrestlers to improv and kind of just get into their character a little bit and talk with RJ. It's really good. It's funny. You should check it out. RJ, that was a free plug. You owe me, sir. So the Blind Eliminator tournament, they were picking names. Tony Schiavone picked 2 names out, and he was like, well, next week we're going to reveal the full bracket. So if you don't remember what Lethal Lottery is, that's why my old ass is here to help you. Lethal Lottery would be where you would have a tournament, and you could have it, let's just say, maybe you'll get 2 baby faces that team up. Maybe it'll be like an odd pairing. Like it could be Nasty Boy, Brian Knobbs, and Ron Simmons versus Brian Pillman and Larry Sabisco. Why? Why not? You could get something like where it's Sting and Vader, 2 enemies going up against Lex Luger and Ric Flair, who are enemies. You could get a bunch of different matchups like that. You don't know what's going to happen. Maybe you get a tag team. Maybe it'll be Rick and Scott Steiner against each other with 2 rando partners. You don't know what you get. That's what's supposed to be the fun of it. And you will find out who the first team is here momentarily. Backstage, we get Kenny Omega and the homies, the Elite. They are talking up. They accept the BCC's challenge for that match at Forbidden Door. And they said that, well, Kenny's already in a match similar to Danielson, so he won't be on the team. But they already have their replacement, and it's Eddie freaking Kingston. He comes up and says, since I'm on the team, I get to pick the partner. And they were like, okay. And Eddie Kingston talks about how he doesn't like them. Eddie Kingston ruins anything he touches. That is the key to remember with Eddie Kingston. So he's out. They're like, go ahead, do your thing, Eddie Kingston. I got no issues with it. Let it happen. Let it go. And he says that he'll announce the partner later tonight. More on that momentarily. Then we get a promo from everyone's favorite, Adam Cole, baby. He comes out. He is here to speak about what happened with MJF last week. They had a great matchup that ended with a time limit draw during the 3 count. Adam Cole wants a rematch. Out comes MJF. I'm going to cut straight to the chase. He makes fun of your city, and he says, no, you're not getting a rematch. You don't deserve it. He doesn't have to give you one. Okay. Tony Schiavone stands up. Gentlemen, I have something to say. At the same time, in unison, they say, shut up, Tony. I thought that was great, actually, when they did that. And Tony Schiavone announces that their names were picked to be partners in the tournament for the Blind Eliminator. So everyone's name must be in this, and it says MJF and Adam Cole are going to be partners in this tournament. And Tony had to let them know that their names were picked together. So then Cole's like, okay, I guess we're partners. And he starts pushing him, and he says, you're going to duck that match at Forbidden Door. Tanahashi pops up on the screen, challenging MJF, and it leads to this challenge, and then Cole calls him a coward. MJF can have no parts of that, and he says, I'm not a coward. I'll face you, Tanahashi. So MJF and Tanahashi is on. It's happening. What is good? It's going down. Got it. Good. Cool. Not upset. I can't be mad. So this match is happening. Big shout out to Matt Lopez for saying AEW Battle Bowl. Yes, that was some American dream, if you will, baby. Gotta have us some Battle Bowl. No, you ain't winning because that's for the Stinger. That's for the Luger. I'm sorry, Steve. You can't get that win. Should be fun though. I always appreciated Battle Bowl. Those who don't know, in the XGW stuff, I made a pay-per-view like that when we were doing like eFeds and stuff. It was good stuff, right? Craziest shit to come out of tonight. Adam Cole and MJF as a tag team, right? Grillmaster says, love it. Can't wait. E said, hey, was great this week. Hey, EW, lets you see a different sides, and it's funny. It's funny PR, for real. MJF and Cole as tag team partners. Talk about the irony. I don't like it at all. It's going to be interesting to see what the other teams are. Brackets will be revealed next week. Tony loves tournaments, huh? Owen Cup coming up too. Send some boys to the G1. Did you guys see the Tony quote quoted tweet from earlier, Tony says he would love to do a round robin style tournament, but he knows that New Japan is the leader in that with the G1, but he said he would like to try it as well. Interesting. Matt Lopez says, remember Slamboree 96? They had a lethal lottery. It was Booker T teaming with Animal and Stevie Ray and Hawk. I do remember that. This segment was weak in my opinion. Which part of the segment? The Cole and MJF? They were just trying to push through to get to Forbidden Door, and then they'll get back on track next week. Eddie Kingston is the epitome of sticking his foot in his mouth and 0 F's given. That's his character, man. They'll have Adam Cole and MJF win the belts and then be at All In. It'll be MJF versus Adam Cole for the world title. Woo, bold. Deanna said, love it. Conrad as Dusty Rhodes is priceless. Thank you, Sir Quills, baby. Here's some pork and beans. Legend. Dusty Rhodes. Terra Funk whoop my ass. I got that from Dustin. I shouldn't even do that. Let's take a look at the Owen Hart Cup tournament stuff here. How did both of these not show up? Seriously. Here is the men's side of things here, and I'm going to move the EPW logo here for a second. So on this side of things, we have CM Punk versus Kojima is happening. So it looks like the match with Kenta is not happening. I saw both rumors this week. One rumor said CM Punk didn't want to do the match, and I saw Kenta didn't want to do the match. I don't know what's going on, but they're missing their opportunity, I think, just to do this match. This is a good show to do it at. I don't know. Me and Sick and a couple other people in the chat are like the ones like pushing for this. I personally think they should do it. That's just me talking, though. And I did have hold on. This is going to be annoying here. But I do have the women's bracket as well that I'm trying to figure out how I could put this on or bring this up. I might just share my screen again. Where is it? I'm going to send this to you, brother, and I'll send you both those tournament brackets. I'm going to pull this up so that way we can see it. But looking at this, Punk versus Kojima, I'm not mad at it. It's some legendary matches. Roderick Strong and Samoa Joe should be really good in Hamilton, Ontario for Collision. Juice Robinson, Ricky Starks for Collision should be really good. And you're also going to get Dustin Rhodes and Powerhouse Hobbs. That's a dub in my opinion, right? Like you can't complain about those. I don't know if Dustin's going to do it at that point in time, but hey, let it rock. I can see it being, so I can see it's Hobbs, Ricky, and then Punk. Ooh, Punk and Joe. I could see Joe winning this. I could also see Ricky Starks winning this. Ricky Starks versus Samoa Joe would be good. It'd be good. I don't know. Maybe I should go to the chat to hear some of this because it was looking good. Let me share the women's one real quick, and then we can discuss some more of this. So let me share the screen once again. And I thank you for allowing me to use this. So right here, we got Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, next Wednesday, Hamilton, Ontario versus Ruby Soho. Makes sense, goes with the feud. Now on Rampage in Chicago, Rampage spoiler, Anna JAS versus Sky Blue. Okay, so that's going to probably be the first match of this. Nyla Rose versus Willow Nightingale this Saturday for Collision. That's another match that's going to be happening. And at Forbidden Door, 0 hour, the pre-show, we're getting Athena versus Billy Starks. You could have Billy get an upset here, but to me, in the end, I feel like it's going to be Athena and Dr. Britt Baker. That's just how I'm feeling with this. I mean, you could have it be Willow and Athena, I think could happen as well, but I think this is how Athena can assert herself into that mix with the women's division, right? They've been trying to figure it out how they could put some people in there, there it is. Why not just have Athena run roughshod and then get some big W's here? You could do it. You could do it. Let me see here. BJ, Impact once did a tournament involving TV and house shows and acted like a chase series in NASCAR. I was always hoping they did that again because it was pretty cool. Was that the what was it called? The Bound for Glory. Oh my goodness. I can't even remember what it was called now. Hold on. It's gonna make me mad if I don't remember this. Bound for Glory. Was it called series? Yeah, Bound for Glory series. That was it. I just remembered it as I was typing it. That was all right. I didn't mind it as long as you got the different rules for like if you get DQ'd, if you get a pinfall, if you get a submission. They got stuff that they could do for that. Let's see here. Jones says, I don't know, bruh. I be wanting to like AEW, but I just can't with how bland the show is. Like, Kris should get on the mic at least once and show us some charisma. That Jeff Jarrett match was foolish. It depends on what you like, though. I think AEW gives you a nice variety of different things. So if you like the Memphis stuff, they got you. If you like old school, you'll like Punk and all the Collision stuff. You know what I mean? And I'm talking old school like 0405. Jarrett's super old school. It just depends on what you're looking for. What's your favorite? Like, I got to know more about you, Jones. So what's your favorite type of wrestling? Like, tell me a match that you like or what you think wrestling should be or who are the people that you like. That'll help really determine what shows you could be watching. Dustin says that's how they'll do it. Drag it out till August between those two. Dude, Joe versus Roderick will be sick. Classic ROH right there, bro. And idea Punk versus Joe in the semis will be awesome. Yeah, I think Joe beats him too if they do that. Kenta wants money. How much money do you expect? So it'll be Punk versus Joe, Hobbs versus Starks. Woo! Joe will choke out Punk in the finals. Well, it's only in the semis, so it'll have to happen there if that's going to happen, Terrell. Certain matches, outcome-wise, are predictable, and some may be surprises in both the men and women's brackets. There's usually a surprise match. I love Billy versus Athena this Sunday on Forbidden Door 0 hour. Yes. This tourney fucks, but where's Double J and Dax? I feel like they have plans for Dax possibly to defend those tag titles with that other tournament. And Double J, don't know. Don't know why he's not in it. Maybe he's going to continue feuding with Mark Briscoe. Punk versus Joe and Starks versus Hobbs, everyone is saying. Got to throw that women's up. You got to put the graphic up for the women. I got you. I took care of it. I can see Athena winning the whole thing. Me too, Matt. And I think that's how you get Athena in. That's how you get Athena involved in that. Britt Baker versus Sky Blue and Athena versus Willow Nightingale next round. Give me Dark Order versus House of Torture at 0 hour. Oh, no, not House of Torture. I have Athena winning it all and going after the AEW Women's Championship, perhaps. Could. She's still the ROH Women's Champ. The Bound for Glory series. You just made me remember as soon as you said it. Yes. I remember like Ken Anderson and Bobby Roode and them always being in it. This could set up Athena's next challenger for the ROH Women's Championship for Death Before Dishonor. Either Billy, Willow, or maybe Sky Blue. Definitely choices. Tony and Jarrett, a match in Carney Heaven. They love these name gimmick matches, LOL. Let's see here. Conrad, where is Saraya? I hope she didn't get injured. No, she's out for a personal matter, and they said she should be returning soon, is what I read. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I heard. Conrad, do you think AEW should turn the Owen title into a real title and have it defended like the TV title? No more titles. I personally wish they had a big trophy instead only. But I know Tony probably likes belts and thinks they're cool, and that's something you could actually give the wrestler to take. But screw it. Give him a trophy instead, right? Let's see here. Oh, damn, on Rampage, Adam Cole, Forbidden Door gets set up. You will never guess who it is. Oh, Lordy, don't tell me. Kenta want Punk money? We couldn't see the women's bracket, by the way. You couldn't? You guys couldn't see it for real? I thought I showed it. Hold on. Now I gotta pull it up again. I gotta prove a point here that I did have it because I definitely pulled it up here. Hold on. Gonna rock it till the wheels fall off, because we don't play. All right. Sharing screen. Here we go. Let me know. Give me a thumbs up or something. Somebody. Can you see it? I'm looking. Can you guys see it now? Yes, it's a good thing Kyra trusts me. The match Cole gets is a good one. Okay. So that's the women's brackets right here. I wanted to make sure everybody could see them. Boom, boom, boom. All of those I had announced already, but that way you guys can have a picture in your minds for it. So everyone sees it. Okay, good. We see it. Lovely. I wanted to make sure you guys could see that because I know that some people like having that stuff. Yeah, the women's bracket wasn't appearing. I thought it was just me. Wow. I thought I had it before. I swear to you, I clicked share and everything. You can't hate on the Owen cut when Roman Reigns got the Triple Crown. We see it. Thank you. Good to see. Good to go, Conrad. I see the women's bracket. Ruby versus Sky. Willow versus Athena. Yeah. It's gonna be fun this year, man. I like it, and I like that they had Britt Baker back in it to defend it. Like, I was like, why isn't Cole in it again? You know what I mean? He won the prestigious tournament, the first one. Defend the honor, baby. Always good to do that, I think. But not too bad. Let's get going back onto the show here for matchups. Let's get into this tag team match. You had the international champion Orange Cassidy teaming up with the ROH Pure champion Shibata versus Daniel Garcia. Hit the dance. And then Zack Sabre Jr., the New Japan World TV Dinner champion. Now, Zack Sabre Jr. crushed in this match. I thought he did really well. Shibata's out here wrestling. Garcia doing the dance. Orange does the dance too, very poorly, I may add, as well. But Orange did it in his sloth style. OC got worked over a lot. Made the tag to Shibata. Garcia locks in the Dragon Tamer. Both sides make saves. You would think exactly how it goes down. Shibata sees an opportunity. He goes for a German. He's got Garcia up, I believe. Orange goes for the orange punch. Miscommunication. Boom. Rocks Shibata's jaw. Down he goes. They toss out Orange. Garcia gets the pin. This is also going to lead to what I feel ROH Death Before Dishonor. Garcia is going to be challenging Shibata. You got some really cool spots in here with like Garcia sitting down like Shibata. You could tell he was a big Shibata fan watching this matchup. And I think it's so cool. Like those two getting to wrestle each other is going to be money. All right. Trust me when I say this. That ROH Death Before Dishonor show. Don't sleep on those Ring of Honor shows. I know it sounds like you can, but don't. They're usually really fun, really good. This was a fun tag match, someone said. Great match. This whole show felt like classic AEW. Orange would have did that dance better if he had that big ass fish. Love this match. Garcia dancing out of his pants. Yeah, Garcia's pants were ripped. He's going to be talking mess on someone's vlog. Talk about, I was packing that glizzy. Garcia's just a fool. Garcia with the split in his pants. Listen, when he goes up against Shibata, he's going to be rocking them trunks. He's got it because Shibata's going to give him that work in the ring. I enjoyed it, though. It was fun. This is setting up to a 4-way match now with all 4 of these guys for the AEW International Championship at the pay-per-view. This match is going to deliver, I think. It's going to be fun. You got different contrasting styles with Orange who can go, but then you got the technical side with these other 3. It's going to be really fun. And I think this is a better spot for Zack Sabre Jr. this year. Last year, he was supposed to face Bryan Danielson. He ended up having to be replaced by Claudio Castagnoli. Claudio made his debut at Forbidden Door. Let's get it. They had to make a call. It was the right call, I thought, when they did that. This match right here is why I love Pure Art of Technical Wrestling. All 4 men are amazing between the ropes and all could have a classics against each other in singles matches. That 4-way might be a classic too, Quills. You never know. Orange Cassidy had the best match last year, I felt, at Forbidden Door. My opinion. But I thought he crushed it. Alex Marvez tries to interview Will Ospreay. Don Callis asserts himself, saying that he needs security when he goes into Canada. I don't know what this means. Wink, nudge, nudge. Maybe Kurgan's going to help him. Maybe the Truth Commission's back. I don't know what that meant, but Don Callis says he's going to make sure Will Ospreay is taken care of. We got a Willow and Toni Storm video package. Okay. I was ready for that. And Toni Storm versus Willow Nightingale for the AEW Women's Championship is now announced also for Forbidden Door. So that's another match we've had added to the show. TBS Open Challenge, Kris Statlander versus Taya Valkyrie. Taya requested this match. Taya seems to have turned heel. Statlander's in there. I don't know how you guys are feeling about Statlander's run so far. She's trying. I'm trying to give her the chance to get some momentum going here with this, but I don't know. Something just feels like it's like I don't know. I need her to have like some type of epic feud. They need to get something going for her so that it can stand out a little bit more. But maybe it's this feud. Maybe they could have did something with Taya a little bit more here. Overall, though, I thought this was a fine match. They did really good here. Statlander hitting big discus lariats. She ends up getting the win here with the Wednesday Night Fever. Pins Taya Valkyrie, gets the win. It's the right thing to do. Taya is the veteran really right in this, and Kris Statlander is the rising star. I just want to see more out of a Statlander feud, but it's also hard to do that when you got a lot of amazing women in that division as well, fighting for TV time. You got Willow, you got Toni Storm crushing it. Statlander's got to get her stuff in, is what I'm trying to say. So make sure that she's got good angles going forward and you can make people care. The Don Callis slander is going in. Someone said they're going to bring the network. Terrible. Willow for champ. I can't see her losing the New Japan Strong Women's Championship. She's in the Owen Cup. I think she's winning this. Star needs a good feud, or I think it's supposed to be Statlander maybe. Valkyrie versus Statlander was an okay match, but it was right for Statlander to retain. Yeah. I just want to see what they can come up with here. Jade had big shoes to fill too, so I hope I'm not putting too much on Statlander, but I'm not writing her off or anything like that. I just say we give her some more time, but I want them to establish a good feud for her moving forward with this championship. Next, we find out what's going to be happening. So MJF's going to appear on Rampage. The Acclaim will be on Rampage. We also had Jack Perry versus Dowkey from Just Five Guys, who is a stable member of his opponent at Forbidden Door, Sonata. So those were some of the matches. We found out Punk Stark FTR versus Bullet Club Gold and the Gun. Swerve is going to be facing Hiroshi Tanahashi on Collision. Do you know how big of a match that is for Swerve? Let's go. Good for Swerve, man. Happy for the dude. Big shout out to the homie Swerve. Go out there and crush it with that. Kris is going to address the TNT Championship with Luchasaurus, I assume, pulling out the Dragon Zord. We will learn Darby and Sting's partner, Nyla Rose versus Willow Nightingale, and Brody King versus Andrade. Collision sounds packed, but should be fun. Andrade and Brody might be that sleeper match again. No Miro, though, this week, so I wonder if we're going to hear from him or something's going to happen there. Cyrus the Virus. Storm and Willow Nightingale for the AEW Women's title. I love Willow, but Tony's going to retain. Conrad, don't bring back the Truth Commission. Swerve's going to eat that L. He's got to, but it's all right. Bro, what I missed? Tanahashi / Swerve. It's going down. Make sure you're watching Collision on Saturday. Woohoo, Andrade. Yeah, Andrade's back. He is back in the fold, baby. I think he had a really good match last week, but I still think that this House of Black, Andrade faction feud with Roosh and all them, I think it's still happening. Get yourself a big trios match coming up soon with all of them. Forbidden Door card. We don't have every single match. I've kind of went through and announced them, but here are the big four that they're kind of basing everything around. Kenny Omega, Will Ospreay for the IWGP US Heavyweight Championship. I'll kind of give quick predictions on these. Like, I think Punk's winning. We don't know some of the other teams yet for the show, so to be fair, though, I think Will Ospreay takes the belt back to New Japan with the help of Don Callis. and we'll probably see how Kenny Omega's feud advances here with the BCC. Also here, I think Sonata defeats Jungle Boy Jack Perry, and Jack Perry turns heel on Hook is a prediction I have. Might not happen this night, but it's definitely happening in the future if I had to guess. MJF retains versus Hiroshi Tanahashi. Tanahashi is a legend in New Japan. If you don't know, you need to know. Go watch his matches with Okada at Wrestle Kingdom. It's like Austin Rock WrestleMania for New Japan. Really good stuff. And Bryan Danielson versus Kazuchika Okada. Once I heard this is all I needed to know. This is all I needed to know that this is about to be. I might have a match of the year on this show. So let them work. I cannot wait to see what these guys do in the ring. It's going to be fun. For that, I'm going to say give me Okada for the win. Going back into this, Eddie Kingston comes out. So we had promos to end this show. Eddie Kingston comes out. He's about to announce who their partner is. Moxley comes out and gets in his face. Remember, him and Moxley were cool before all of this. They got some back and forth going on. He says, you crossed that line. Eddie said, you crossed that line when you started teaming with Claudio. He hates Claudio. And he said he hates the Elite too. But he hates Claudio more. So he's going to team up with them. And he said, and my partner is the Stone Pitbull, Ishii. So Ishii, Eddie Kingston, and the Elite will be taking on BCC with Shota Umino. It's going to be good stuff, man. It's going to be a hell of a match, in my opinion. Going to be fun. And right when that happens, BCC comes out and they jump Eddie Kingston. Ishii's coming out. The man with no neck, they put a beat down on him. Danielson says he's going to stomp Ishii's face in unless Okada comes out. Ishii and Okada are in the same faction. Chaos, if you guys ever see that written, that's why Best Friends are in it. Rocky Romero. It all makes sense if you watch New Japan, right? I don't want to give you guys too deep of a history lesson in on it. But Bryan Danielson calls out Kazuchika Okada. You heard the coin drop. People shit their pants. The Menace Wheeler Yuta ends up eating that Rainmaker. And following up from that, we had ourselves a really, really good stare down between these two. A potential Rainmaker to Danielson, but he ducks and slides out of the ring. Gotta wait till Sunday. So he moves up the ramp and keeps it moving. That's how we go off the air. Okada's music is getting played. He's happy. The fans are happy. Dynamite ends. It was a show to build up for this one. So basically, with Forbidden Door, I feel like they just cram like 2 weeks of like build into it really quick. Maybe they'll give some of the bigger matches like 3-4 weeks, but other than that, they cram everything in really fast, and that's how you end up getting this Forbidden Door card and show. Let me see here. Where's Kota Ibushi? He's not coming back, I don't think, until you get to the Blood and Guts match. Didn't watch tonight, but came to support. I appreciate that. Pro Wrestling Shoot. What is good? Tanahashi is literally the last IWGP. The last, what is this? IWGP champion before Sonata. Maybe? No. Was he the last champ? See, I don't remember now how the lineage has went. I know that Sonata beat someone else for the belt, though. He beat Okada. Let's see here. Bryan versus Okada is going to be match of the year. You got Kenny and Ospreay on there, too. Don't sell them short. Forbidden Door, hopefully quills. This show was great. Punk is back, 10 out of 10. Had to cram. How else are they going to have New Japan wrestlers? They can't get them every day. That's a fact. And that's why I don't mind the build to this show, because it's supposed to be a show filled with like dream matches and different things you can do with them. So I like it. Okay. Okada did show up tonight, eh? Oh, you know he had to show up. Was Punk on tonight? He was. He showed up in the opener. He did come out and he made a match for Collision. I'll let you go back and check that out. I won't spoil it for you. But leave your thoughts and grades below for the show for tonight's Dynamite. Would love to hear your thoughts on that. And, yeah. Don't forget, AEW Fight Forever still coming out June 29th. next weekend, we should have the game. I don't know if Derek's going to want to do our friendly wager and match in the beginning, or if he's going to want to hold off, but it will be out, and I'm looking forward to playing this game. Very interesting. Can't wait to see it. Also interested in seeing now what DLC they're going to add to it. We also have a video that we just put up about the DLC. Sounds a little off in it, just due to a freaking setting in Streamlabs OBS. I take full blame for it. But Streamlabs OBS always changes some shit when they update things, and then they don't tell you, and you don't figure it out until you go to do a live video or you record something, and then someone's like, yeah, this is off. And I'm like, what the hell? And I had to put a little disclaimer in there because I'm not re-recording that video again. It took a long time to put together, and I'm like, I'm not doing this again. So you guys will probably get some YouTube shorts on it from me at some point over the next couple days. But definitely worth checking out, in my opinion. If you're a big fan of the wrestling video games, check it out. Let me know your thoughts on the show, or excuse me, on the I did a video about DLC, how to make the DLC a win for AEW Fight Forever. Let's see here. Matt Lopez says AEW 7 out of 10, EPW 10 out of 10. Excited for this weekend. Thumbtacks are in Fight Forever. Let's go. Jesse, I got a new video dropping in the morning. That's why I missed Dynamite. I see. Make sure you guys check out the Pro Wrestling Shoot. They're usually advertised on this in the beginning if you're listening on the audio form. Conrad, EPW, 10 out of 10. Dynamite, for my taste, 7 out of 10. Nothing wrong with that. Spiritual successor to No Mercy, Here Comes the Pain, Wrestle Kingdom, Virtual Pro Wrestling 2, Day of Reckoning, whatever. Can't wait. E is excited for the game as well. Let's go. Don't forget, there will be no pay-per-view review for the Forbidden Door card. We'll be there. And I have never went back and watched any of the shows that I've been at. I don't know why. Probably just because I never have time, but I have never went back and watched the WrestleManias I attended. I should do it one day. I always tell myself I'm going to. And same for the... I haven't done it for... Wait, that's a lie. I did go back and do it for one AEW show because I wanted to see if we were on camera at a certain point, but that's it. Should be good, man. Should be good. I'm excited for the show. I'm happy. I'm kind of pissed I had to go to Canada to get a great show like this, but it was well worth it. And we'll have some fun. I don't know. Maybe we'll end up going live randomly from, I don't know, wherever we're going to go to eat or something. Maybe we'll go to I know we want to get some steak and stuff. So we may go out there, get some steak and go live or something. Maybe we'll answer some questions. I don't know. Just keep a lookout on Everything Pro Wrestling. Spread the word. Tell a friend if you know someone who likes wrestling. Tell them check us out. E said them DLC seasons were great. AEW games should steal them for real. 2K2, laugh out loud. How I got Harley Race and no one from his era. Harley ain't jobbing to the Miz. I was going to do my Harley impression, but probably not appropriate right now. F that mother effer. Harley Race, hands of stone, baby. If you've never seen him. I cannot wait for this weekend, man. Listen, I'll let you guys get out of here, man. We're streaming just a little over an hour. We're gonna get out of here. Keep your eyes peeled for any AEW Fight Forever news that I can provide to the channel. Be on the lookout. I heard a rumor FTR is gonna be like day one DLC, so maybe we'll end up getting them right away too, with how the packs are going to be released. I think I saw that on the Nintendo Switch side of things. If you're getting the game, man, let me know. Hit me up. We'll talk about it next week for sure. Try to get into anything that we can dealing with the game. You should 1v1 me and Fight Forever. Say less, bro. Till next time, Conrad 1. Of course. Thank you guys for checking out Everything Pro Wrestling. We are going to get out of here for this episode of Everything Pro Wrestling. We appreciate all of you. Make sure you guys stay safe and enjoy Forbidden Door. We are out. 1.
Everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast for the people, the best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin, the opinions, the lesson, yes. By the fans, for the fans, Not many in this can understand. This the podcast to show you who I am. Conrad Cushman, the legend in the plans. Please listen every day to the showcase. The opinions and knowledge that anyone can take. Showing you how it is done. Proving I am number one. What a legend becomes. This is now my time to show you that I am here. This podcast just to make it loud and clear. By the fans, for the fans. Not many whose head can understand everything pro wrestling. They can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people. The best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin. The opinion and the lesson. Yes, everyday pro wrestling. They can never be you. Listen to the podcast for the people. The best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin. The opinions, the lesson. Yes.